So let me share the screen. Okay. Good morning, everyone. So welcome to lecture 15 on pre-stressed concrete structures. Okay. So just I would like to, revise the content which we delivered in the previous class. Why? Because we couldn't able to spend enough time to discuss about the losses due to friction and creep. Okay. So just glance, we will go with that. So the frictional loss. So how to calculate the frictional loss? Frictional loss is nothing but the friction between the strand and the duct. Okay. So the frictional losses will be occurred due to in two situations. The first thing you have to know, the frictional loss will be occur only in post-tensioned members. Okay, not in a pre-tension member. That you have to know. And the second one is if the profile of the cable is linear. Linear, what do you mean linear? Linear means straight, okay, without any curvature. Okay, so that is called linear. Linear ante straight, not straight means malli straight nan anukuntaru. Linear ante, it's an inclined line without any curvature. Curvature ante enti? I will try to show you here with a pointer. Okay, see, what do you mean linear? This is called a linear. What do you mean curvature? This is called a curvature. Okay. So in these two stages, there will be a friction loss takes place. Understand? So let us talk about the first one. If the profile of the cable is linear, okay, the loss will be due to straightening or stretching of the cable. Understand? So in this also there is a friction loss takes place. So that effect is called Obel effect. Okay. So let's talk about when the cable is linear. Linear ante inclined గా ఉండడం. Okay, we never call it as a straight. Straight అంటే ఏంటి? Without any angle, the member will call as a straight. Okay, linear ante it will have some angle. And what is the second one? If the profile is curved. Curved అంటే ఏంటి? So profile అనేది ఈ విధంగా curve shape లో ఉంటుంది. Okay, it is not linear. Linear is different, curve is different. So if the profiling of the cable is curved, then the losses will take place due to friction between duct and the pipe. Okay, duct ki pipe ki madhya ఉన్న friction. Okay, so we'll create the frictional loss. Understand? So this is how the frictional loss takes place. So I think we discussed about the frictional loss in the previous classes also. So now let's know how to calculate the frictional loss. Okay, so here you can see how the profiling was done. Okay, so here the profiling was in a form of a curved shape. So here there are few parameters. P naught. P naught is nothing but the applied force. Okay, so which you call it as a pulling force. What is mu? Mu is called as a frictional coefficient, right? And what is x? X is the distance of frictional force, I mean friction, which you are calculating from the end where you are applying the force. Okay, so application of the force nunchi where the point where exactly you are calculating the friction. Okay, so that distance is called x. And what is this? So this is called alpha. Alpha is nothing but what? Angle of duct. Okay, angle of duct. Okay, which is making with respect to its horizontal axis, right? So these are the notations. Now let's go to the formula. So this is the formula which gives you the magnitude of pre-stress force, okay, which is called as a px. So at a distance of x from the tensioned end, right? So here P naught is nothing but pre-stressing force where we are applying through at the jacking end. And what is E power 100? It's a mathematical calculation. Mu is nothing but coefficient of friction. Alpha is nothing but angle. Again, K is nothing but friction coefficient. Okay, and X is nothing but distance from the tensioning end. Okay, so with this formula, you are going to calculate the frictional loss. Okay, pre-stressing frictional loss. So this loss also will be in terms of PS. Okay, so here PX and the force. So by that we can able to calculate the pre-stressing force. With this pre-stressing force, we can able to calculate the pre-stressing loss. So that loss is defined as a frictional loss. Understand? So this is what we gone through in the previous class. So we finished the three losses in immediate or okay, in the immediate losses. Okay, immediate losses can also be called as a short losses. Okay, short losses and within instant losses on a short term losses under. Short term losses can also be called as an immediate loss. Okay, so one is elastic shortening, the other one is anchorage slip, and the third one is frictional loss. Now move on to the next losses, which are time dependent losses. Time dependent losses can also be called as a long term losses under. Understand? Time dependent losses can also be called as a long term losses, right? So here we are going to discuss about the first loss, which is a creep. So creep is a time dependent one. Okay, we know. So it relates to concrete material, right? So we know what are the factors going to affect the creep and shrinkage of concrete. So let's directly go to the calculation of creep. Okay, so here we have to know clearly. So when the stress in concrete, which is less than the 1/3 of the characteristic strength of the concrete. Let us take M30 grade concrete. M30 grade lo what is M? M stands for mixed. 30 stands for its characteristic compression strength of concrete, 30 MPa. So what is 1/3 of its characteristic strength? 10. And then 1/3 and 10, the 1/3 into 30, which will be 10 Newton per mm square. So if the stress of the concrete is less than 1/3 of the concrete, then what happens? The ultimate creep strain. What do you mean ultimate? Ultimate and where your concrete gets cracked, when your concrete gets failed. Okay, when your concrete reaches its ultimate stress, okay, or ultimate strength. So that we call it as an ultimate creep strain, which is going to be directly proportional to the elastic strain. Okay, so as we already told you many times, every material will have few elastic stage. Okay, so if you see the graph of concrete, how will be the graph? It will be like this. Okay, that's it. So this is what the linearity of the concrete, which where you are going to get the elastic strain, and this will be your ultimate strain. Okay, ultimate strain when your concrete gets cracked, right? So this is what the relation between ultimate creep strain versus elastic strain. So when these two are directly proportional, okay. So ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ రెండు directly proportional అవుతాయో, right? So then the stress in concrete you are going to calculate it with the constant called creep constant. Okay, దాన్ని మనం creep coefficient అని కూడా అంటారు. Okay, so that means the ratio of ultimate creep strain to the elastic strain. So which is defined as a ultimate creep coefficient or simply creep coefficient under. So this theta is called creep coefficient. So is the cursor? Yeah. So this is called a creep coefficient. Okay. So why? Because these two are constants and these two are non-dimensional parameters. And the strain key units level kada. So by that, strain is a non-dimensional parameter. So strain by strain. This is the creep strain, ultimate creep strain by elastic creep strain. So which is called as a constant, that is ultimate creep coefficient. Okay, which is theta. So the theta values will be given in the code. Don't worry. Okay, ఎంత values theta ఉంటాయి అనేవి మన code లో ఇస్తారు. So based on 1343, you can able to consider the creep coefficient based on the age of the concrete. అర్థమవుతుందా? So let us take the concrete age is 10 years. Then what will be the creep coefficient? Ultimate creep coefficient ఎంత? Let us take the concrete age is 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. Like that, based on the age of loading or the age of the concrete, the ultimate creep coefficient can be considered from the code book. అర్థమవుతుందా? So this is how you can able to calculate the ultimate creep strain by considering the creep coefficient multiplied with elastic strain, right? Elastic strain. So this is what the formula. కానీ ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏం కావాలి? We need stress. Okay, we don't require any kind of strains. Why? Because we are going to calculate the pre-stress losses. It is not pre-strain losses. Kada? Adi pre-strain losses kada. It's a pre-stress losses. So pre-stress losses means we have to calculate the stress from the creep ultimate strain. How to calculate pre-stress creep loss with help of creep ultimate strain? ఎలా calculate చేస్తారు? So we know the formula. Okay, here the loss of pre-stress is defined with the formula delta FP. FP and the stress at pre-tensioning member, which is equal to stress is equal to Young's modulus into strain. అంతే కదా? We all know that stress is equal to Young's modulus into strain. So what stress it is? Pre-stress, pre-stressing is equal to Young's modulus of the pre-stress stand into strain. What strain? Ultimate creep strain. Okay. So then the ultimate creep strain can be written as theta into elastic strain. Antena? So by that EP into theta into epsilon EL and right. So from this relation, you can able to calculate the pre-stress loss which is due to creep. అర్థమవుతుందా? Okay. So this is how you can able to calculate. This is what stress. Aim stress is the loss in stress due to creep, right? So that loss in pre-stress due to creep is going to be calculated as EP into theta into epsilon elastic. What is EP? Young's modulus. We can know the Young's modulus of the pre-stressing strand. What is theta? Creep coefficient. Where you will get the creep coefficient from the from where? From IS 1343. Okay, from the code. And this is elastic strain. Okay, elastic strain of the concrete. So by multiplying all these values, you can able to calculate the loss in pre-stress due to creep. Okay, so this we are going to consider as the loss of creep, right? So here it's clearly given. EP is the modulus of pre-stressing steel, and the curing of concrete is going to be adequately and delaying the application of load, so which is going to provide long-term benefits with regards to durability and loss of pre-stressing deflection. Why? Because when you are considering the creep loss, okay, it is going to give long-term benefits in terms of durability. మనం ఇలాంటి creep loss మనం consider చేయడం వల్ల, okay, your concrete will have very good durability in long period of time, and loss of pre-stress and deflections also can be controlled. అర్థమవుతుందా? So this is what we are going to consider about the pre-stressing loss due to creep. Okay, in special situations, what happened, detailed calculations may be necessary to monitor creep trend with respect to time. Why? Because here we are using some empirical formula, okay, to calculate the pre-stress loss. But in some situations, like in some heavy kind of structures, this formula may not be enough to calculate the pre-stress loss. At that time, what we do, we are going to insert a few devices to the structure to analyze or to note the elastic strain values with respect to time. Time జరిగే కొద్దీ elastic strain values ఎలా ఉన్నాయి, I mean creep strain values ఎలా ఉన్నాయి అనేది we are going to calculate. Okay, there are few situations like for bridge structures, for heavy kind of structures like that. Okay, so that is what about pre-stressing loss due to creep, which is a time dependent one. Okay, next we'll move on to the next loss, which is a shrinkage of concrete loss. So as we discussed, the shrinkage is also a long-term and time-dependent loss, right? So which is related to concrete, right? So here, what do you mean shrinkage? Shrinkage is nothing but, what do you mean shrinkage? Shrinkage is nothing but variation, I mean a change in volume, shrinkage of the concrete. Okay, so it is going to measured in terms of unloading and restraining specimens at constant temperature. Okay, so here we are going to squeezing of concrete under shrinkage and squeezing of concrete, right? So it will change in its volume, right? So that shrinkage of concrete is going to measure in terms of unloading and restraining specimens at constant temperature. Shrinkage always depends on exposure, isn't it? Shrinkage అనేది exposure కి relate అవుతుంది. If the temperature is more, concrete will shrink more. If the temperature is less, concrete obviously will shrink less. So by that, your shrinkage is always related with the atmospheric temperature. Okay, so that's the reason why at a constant temperature, you are going to calculate your shrinkage of concrete, okay, in terms of unloading and in terms of unrestraining specimens, okay, of the particular concrete. So here, how to calculate the loss of pre-stress due to shrinkage? So there is a relation given, delta FP. What do you mean delta FP? Delta FP is nothing but stress in pre-stress is equal to EP into epsilon SH. In the earlier what we seen, epsilon CR. What do you mean epsilon CR? There it's a creep. So here SH stands for shrinkage. Okay, strain due to shrinkage. అర్థమవుతుందా? So strain due to shrinkage. Why we are talking about strain over here? Why? Because shrinkage also will reduce the concrete volume. Antena? Shrinkage ante enti? So it's a reduction in its volume. Okay, it's a squeezing itself due to temperature. So by that, there will be some reduction in its dimensions. ఎప్పుడైతే dimensions change అవుతాయో దాన్ని ఏమంటాం మనం? Strain అని అంటాం. What do you mean strain? Changing length by original length, right? So that is the reason why epsilon SH is nothing but shrinkage strain, okay, multiplied with the Young's modulus of pre-stressing strand, which gives the loss of shrinkage, loss of pre-stress due to shrinkage. Understand? So this is the formula which we are going to use. Then here, how to calculate the shrinkage strain? Sir, how to calculate epsilon SH? Another big target, isn't it? So here EP values, it's based on the Young's modulus, and the factors which are responsible for creep of concrete will have influence on shrinkage of concrete also. Expect the loading condition. So that is very important statement. It's చాలా important statement. అంటే creep and shrinkage are mutually relatable. అర్థమవుతుందా? క్రీప్ shrinkage రెండు ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ అవుతాయి, ఒకదానికి ఒకటి ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ అవుతాయి. అర్థమవుతుందా? Because when the shrinkage is more, obviously the creep of the concrete will be more. So by that there will be a few factors like age. Age is a factor, right? So age will reflect its strength reduction for creep and shrinkage also. For the concrete. So like that, the few factors which are going to responsible for creep are also going to influence the shrinkage of concrete also, right? So expect the loading conditions. Why? Because creep will be due to load. End load as a constant loading, but the shrinkage is not due to the load. Shrinkage is due to the exposure condition. Shrinkage is due to the constant, due to exposure of exposure to the weather, where the expulsion of moisture takes place. అంతే కదా, కాంక్రీట్ లోంచి ఎప్పుడైతే వాటర్ ఎక్స్పెల్ అయిపోతుందో then concrete will get shrink, right? So by that shrinkage is not depends on the loading condition, right? So that's the reason why few parameters or few factors are going to be influence the shrinkage also, what it is influencing the creep. Elantivi, just I will go back to the slide where I will show you what are the factors going to affect the creep and shrinkage of concrete. See here you can see age. Age is a factor which is going to affect both creep and shrinkage, isn't it? Applied stress level, it is going to affect the creep and shrinkage. Density of concrete will affect the creep and shrinkage of concrete. Cement content in the concrete, if the cement content in the concrete is more, obviously the shrinkage of concrete also will be more. You know that? Do you know that when the cement content in concrete is more, the shrinkage of concrete also will be more? Okay, by that the limited amount, as per the design only you have to use the cement. You may think that, sir, more cement will give more strength, obviously, but more cement will lead to shrinkage also. Okay, so by that you have to use as per the design. And water cement ratio, that is also very important, which is going to affect the creep and shrinkage of concrete. And the relative humidity and temperature. See, there are many factors, out of which common factors will be there for creep and shrinkage. Age కానివ్వండి, temperature కానివ్వండి, water cement ratio కానివ్వండి, cement content కానివ్వండి, density of concrete. Like these few factors are going to relate with both creep and shrinkage. Okay, so that's what it is talking about. Okay, right. So this is how the shrinkage of concrete is going to be calculated. Here the important one is how to calculate the epsilon SH. Epsilon SH అంటే ఏంటి? Shrinkage strain. How to calculate the shrinkage strain? So here it's given by the code directly. What are the strain values, shrinkage strain values as per the code? See here, the approximate values or shrinkage strain for design is to be considered from IS 83/2012. Okay, so these values are clearly given from the code. So where for pre-tensioning, your epsilon shrinkage values are going to be taken as 0.003 value. Understand? Direct to mirror epsilon SH value 0.003 value తీసుకోవచ్చు. Clear? ఈ value అన్నమాట, right? 0.0003 multiplied with Young's modulus of pre-stressing steel will give the loss of pre-stress value, which is due to shrinkage, right? Next, how for post-tensioning? Why? Because shrinkage is there for both pre-tensioning and post-tensioning member, right? So for post-tensioning, how to calculate the shrinkage strain values? 0.002 by log 10 of T plus 2. Understand? T plus 2. What do you mean T there? T is not a temperature. T is nothing but age of concrete at the transfer in days. అర్థమవుతుందా? So from the day of casting to the day where you are considering the member to calculate its shrinkage, ఆ డేట్ ని మనం you are going to take the age of concrete in days. ఎన్ని డేస్ అనే అన్ని డేస్ మనం తీసుకోవాలి. Okay, so that is how T stands for age of congregate transfer in days. So with this formula, you can able to calculate the post tensioning strain values. అర్థమవుతుందా? So by this value can be multiply here with the Young's modulus, which gives the loss of free stress due to shrinkage. Clear? So this is what about the shrinkage of concrete, right? And the last one, which left to consider for the calculation of pre-stressing losses for the time dependent one is relaxation of steel. So if we know how to calculate the relaxation of steel, then we can solve a few problems from tomorrow. Okay, how to calculate the elastic shortening, how to calculate the loss of pre-stress due to anchorage slip, loss of pre-stress due to friction, loss of pre-stress due to creep, shrinkage, relaxation of steel. With అన్నిటి మీద we are going to do one problem on that. Okay, ఒక్కొక్క problem మనం చేయబోతున్నాం, right? So that's how the losses of pre-stress are very important. Why? Because if you know how to calculate these losses, then only if you start design, in the design stress, in the design force, you can able to consider these. Okay, so to calculate the exact stress value to be incorporated into the strands. అర్థమవుతుందా? So that is very important. And the last one is relaxation of steel. So what do you mean relaxation of steel? So relaxation of the steel will be there both for pre-tensioning and post-tensioning. So there will be some reduction in stress with respect to time at constant strain. అర్థమవుతుందా? So relaxation steel మీకు already నేను చెప్పాను. So there will the reduction in stress with time at constant strain. So at the time when I discussed about relaxation of steel, I drawed a graph also. కదా గ్రాఫ్ ఎలా డ్రా చేసాము? So this is the original curve. So where your stress is directly proportional to strain. But a relaxation of steel ఎలా ఉంటుంది తెలుసా? The same graph, but there is a reduction in strain. Sorry, reduction in strain. Sorry, reduction in stress with respect to constant strain. చూడండి ఈ కర్వ్ కి ఈ కర్వ్ లో డిఫరెన్స్ ఏం చూస్తున్నారు మీరు? At this point and at this point, the strain is constant. అవునా? So here the strain is constant, but the stress is varied. This is sigma 1 and this is sigma 2, right? So relaxation of steel is nothing but reduction in stress at a constant strain. And this is also a time dependent one, because I told you relaxation of steel is a time dependent one. It is a long term loss anamata, not a short term loss. ఎప్పుడు స్ట్రెస్ తగ్గుతుంది? లాంగ్ పీరియడ్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్ లో ఆ మెంబర్ యొక్క క్యారింగ్ కెపాసిటీ అనొచ్చు, క్యారింగ్ కెపాసిటీ తగ్గుతుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, బట్ ద స్ట్రెయిన్ విల్ బి కాన్స్టెంట్. ఓకే, సో స్ట్రెయిన్ విల్ బి కాన్స్టెంట్ వేర్ ద స్ట్రెస్ రిడక్షన్ టేక్స్ ప్లేస్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు టైం, right? So that is what exactly about the relaxation of steel, right? So here the decrease in stress is due to the fact that some of the initial elastic strain is transformed into the inelastic strain under constant strain. That is the reason why the stress decreasing takes place by remaining the strain constant, right? So this is how the relaxation of steel takes place. Now let's see how to calculate the pre-stressing loss due to relaxation. ఎలా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తారు? ఆల్ ద రిలాక్సేషన్ లాసెస్ క్యాన్ బి క్యాలిక్యులేటెడ్ అకార్డింగ్ టు IS 1343 2012. సారీ అమ్మా, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ 1980, it is 2012. Why? Because the latest code was there. One second, let me change right away here. So 1980 is the old code. One three 2012. Clear? Right. So here the relaxation losses can be easily calculated from the code. Code లోనే డైరెక్ట్ గా రిలాక్సేషన్ వాల్యూస్ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. On what based these values are given? Code లో ఈ రిలాక్సేషన్ లాసెస్ ని ఏ బేస్ మీద ఇచ్చుంటారు అంటే there are few factors. So the factors which are going to affect the relaxation is time, initial stress, temperature, and type of steel. Very important amma, because if you go to interviews and for competitive exams, the factors are very important. They're going to ask you what are the factors affecting the creep, factors affecting the shrinkage, factors affecting the relaxation of steel, factors affecting the elastic, elastic shortening. So like that, you will come across with different kinds of questions arises to know the factors, right? So by that, the factors can be clearly, I mean, will be given clearly in the IS 1314 2012. Okay, why? Because in the third unit, in the third module, I will start the lecture with the code. Okay, then code chupistano. I think I already forwarded you 1314 2012 to your WhatsApp group. నేను మళ్ళీ మీకు ఫార్వర్డ్ చేస్తాను. ఇన్ ద మీన్ టైమ్ వాట్ యు డూ, ప్లీజ్ గో టు స్టేషనరీ అండ్ మేక్ ఇట్ జిరాక్స్. దాన్ని ఒక జిరాక్స్ కాపీ చేసుకోండి. నేను మీకు ఆన్లైన్లో చూపిస్తున్నాను అని మీరు కూడా ఆన్లైన్లో చూడకండి. ఓకే, సో ప్లీజ్ హ్యావ్ ఏ జిరాక్స్ కాపీ ఆఫ్ IS 1314 2012 సేమ్ లైక్ IS 800 2007. స్టీల్కి ఎలా అయితే మీరు కోడ్ బుక్ ప్రింట్ చేశారో ఇది కూడా కోడ్ బుక్ ప్రింట్ చేసి మీ పక్కన పెట్టుకోండి. బికాస్ వెన్ వి సాల్వింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఓకే, so like this, the relaxation losses can be get directly from the code. Code calculate chase petundi. So based on that, we are going to get the value, right? That's it, Amma. So that is what about the calculation of pre-stress losses relates to short term and long term, right? And the next thing, so the formulas ivanni. So we are going to discuss in the next class, right? So we are having only 8 minutes left. So in this 8 minutes, I request you, please ask any doubts related to calculation of this stressing loss. So because tomorrow we are going to discuss geometrical properties and we are going to solve few problems, right, on pre-stressing losses. Even we are going to solve it, right? Even in rate discuss chestanu. So because you have to know the notations to do the problems చేయడానికి ఆ notations ఇవన్నీ మనకు కావాలి. Okay, so this is how the formulas are going to be used to calculate the losses and problems కూడా నేను ఆన్లైన్లోనే చెప్తాను. Okay, how to calculate the losses, everything we will come to understand there. Okay, that's it. So anything else, any doubts related to calculation of pre-stressing losses? Please ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి. So strength is 26 now. Any doubts, please ask me now. Yeah. Any doubts? Anyone? Last 6 minutes left. ఏమైనా doubts ఉంటే అడగండి in calculating the pre-stressing losses, guys. And I am requesting you, anyone, those who are interested in being a part of the paper, conference paper, please write your willingness in paper along with your name and email ID. Okay, so I want this by evening. If you're not sharing, so definitely I go with other sections like B and C. Okay, from your class only 2 names I got. Those who are interested, please share me your willingness. Any doubts, Amma? Sarojini, Ganesh, unmute and you can talk to me. Ganesh, unmute. Ganesh, roll number 103, 104. Clear. Okay. So what about others? Roll number 8, 9, 113, 123, 126. Kalpana, 138, 148, 155, 101, 102, 107, 109, 111, 143. Gopi, Mithun, Mohan, Vamshi, Sai Tej. Any doubts? Any doubts, Naya? Mithun,
Yes, sir.
any doubts, Naya?
Level, sir.
Guys, are you clear? Anta okay, na? No doubts? That's it. ఎవరు ఏం మాట్లాడరండి, ఏం డౌట్స్ ఏం లేవా? అట్లీస్ట్ యూ నాట్ ఈవెన్ చాటింగ్ విత్ మీ. అట్లీస్ట్ చాట్ బాక్స్ లోనే చెప్పండి మీకు అర్థమైందా లేదా అని. మీరు ఎవరు రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వకపోతే ఎట్లా? హౌ కెన్ ఐ అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్ వెదర్ యూ ఆర్ క్లియర్ విత్ ద కంటెంట్ ఆర్ నాట్? నా వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుందా మీకు? హలో,
వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
అరే ఎవరు రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వరండి మీతో. ఏంటి అడగడానికి భయమా లేకపోతే ఏంటో నాకేం అర్థం కాదు. డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగాలి కదా. క్లియర్ ఉంటే క్లియర్ అని చెప్పండి. ఇఫ్ యూ నాట్ రెస్పాండింగ్ ఎనీథింగ్ దెన్ హౌ కమ్ ఐ నో దట్ whether the content delivered or not properly.